In this video, what I'd like to do is to introduce to you the concept of Wu Wei and how it can help you to accomplish more without having to work more than necessary. In the first place, what is Wu Wei? Well, the simple answer is to do nothing. Yeah, what I'm saying is that to do nothing. And it is a very profound practice. It has been around not for a day or two. It has been around for thousands of years since Lao Tzu coined the word in the book Tao Te Ching. But many people still find it perplexing. How can a concept as elusive as doing nothing be so powerful? Now, this is what we are going to talk about in the next few minutes. For those who are that we have met the first time, my name is Tekson Teo, a high achiever coach, author of the book Wu Wei Comes Alive. Now, what Wu Wei teaches us to do is to go with the flow of nature. Whatever field that you are in, whether it's the sports, business, the arts, the sciences, and whatnot, you probably have realized that when you're doing anything, the more literally you are, chances are your performance is better. And when the flow of what you do is disrupted for whatever reason, it could be that it's because of emotion or it's because of something that's cropped up along the way, your performance will go downhill. Why is that so? That's because in everything that we do, whether you are walking or running or cooking a dinner or flying a plane, there's always underlying natural forces that are working to help you to achieve what you are doing. When you're breathing, you're not just doing the breathing by yourself. Well, you need the air from nature, and then your body itself is organism to work with nature. And many things happen after you have taken a breath. You don't know what has happened because the nature has helped you to do the rest. And so in whatever that we do, it is very important that we tap into the power of nature so that we allow nature to help us to achieve our goals. And the more that you can leverage nature, the better would be your performance. Now, let's look at an example. Rowing a boat, which is a typical example when people talk about Wu Wei. When you are rowing a boat, there are two scenarios. One is that you go upstream, the other is that you go downstream. Of course, going downstream will be a lot easier because you don't have to do much, and the boat would just flow forward. Why is that so? That's because when you are rowing the boat downstream, nature is helping you to do much of the work. Now, if the current is strong enough, you don't even have to do anything. You just sit there, probably steer the direction, and the boat will take you to where you want to go. Similarly, in many things that we are doing, if you know how nature works, then you'll be able to leverage it to help you to achieve. Then in that case, you don't have to work harder than necessary and you get things done. But you may still ask, what has doing nothing got to do with this? Now, doing nothing is extremely important, and let me explain why. When the boat is going downstream, for example, the nature is helping to do the work. It is so important that it don't interfere. You must let nature take its course. Then it can help you to accomplish the things that you want to do. And so for a farmer, once he has planted the crop, he has sowed a seed, he should not interfere with the growth of the crop. Now, what he does is to water the plant. What he does is to fertilize the soil, and that's it. Don't interfere with how the plant is going to grow. And similarly, if you have a team that's capable, it knows what it's doing, then leave it to the team don't interfere unnecessarily, then you'll be able to enjoy the flow in such a way that it accomplishes more than if you were to do it on your own. So this is number one, about doing nothing, in the sense that you have to allow nature to take its course. Don't interfere unnecessarily. There's another aspect of doing nothing. It's just that whatever that you do, there is a kind of underlying forces that are working. You must know what they are. For example, in Lao Tzu's Tao Te Ching, it gives a very good analogy. The water flow downward. So if you are a sea, then you should position yourself in such a way that you allow water to flow to you. So if you are a leader, you should be humble enough so that good people come to you. And this is the way that you allow the natural forces to work to your advantage. Similarly, if you know that softness is power, then it is very important for you to understand that if necessary, don't try to win an argument if you are going to lose a war. Because you could just fight, and in the end, you lose a good relationship, and in the end, you don't gain the final victory. So, another way of doing nothing is about this invisible underlying forces that you're working with. Because you can't see it, so it's nothing. And if you are able to work with nothing, in this sense, the invisible underlying forces in the things that you are doing, you will be able to achieve a lot more without having to strive. I hope the interpretation of what doing nothing is would help you to understand the concept of Wu Wei more, and that it would help you to put away the work to help you to achieve more in life. And I also hope that this is the beginning of our discussion, in the sense that, if you have any question or any comment, please leave them below so that we can continue our discussion from here. Thank you very much for watching. See you again soon.